Assalamualaikum and a very good day I bid to all judges, the viewers and the participants of these MPI 2021 competitions. My name is Mohamad Zahid bin Baharom, a postgraduate student from Faculty of Science and Marine Environment, University, Malaysia, Terengganu. Today, I'll be presenting my product, which entitled LoVEx, sorbent-based extraction for EDCs, supervised by these talented researchers, starting from Dr. Nurulnadia Binti Muhammad Yusoff, Dr. Wan Muhammad Afiq bin Wan Muhammad Khalik, and lastly, Associate Professor Dr. Marinah Binti Muhammad Ariffin. Solvent-based extraction, or the other name is solid phase extraction, is an increasingly useful for sample extraction, concentration, and cleanup, and this method is easy to perform, rapid, and can be automated. From the title LoVEx comes from the combination of acronyms such as LO for low, V for volume, and lastly X for extraction. EDCs, or we can call it endocrine disrupting chemicals, are chemicals that alter functions of the endocrine system and consequently causes adverse health effects in both human and animals. There are 45 EDCs in this world, but in the present study, we have succeeded extracting two major of EDCs such as 4-octaphenol and 4-nonylphenol by using LoVEx efficiently and with less waste generated. I have prepared the animation of where the sources of EDCs and effect towards animal and human. Let's watch it.
EDCs can come from three different sources such as first, household discharge activities, second, agricultural discharge activities, and last but not least, industrial discharge activities. These are some effects of EDCs in animals. While these are some effects of EDCs in human.
So, what are the problem segments here? First, uncontrollable discharge in our river ecosystem has resulted in abundant concentrations of EDC in the river water and sediment, high consumption of organic solvents, and volume of sample used to extract the chemical compounds has been considered hazard to the environment. Longer time load and inefficient traditional method used in extracting the chemical compounds. So, what is the solution to these problems? Simple, effective, and eco-friendly tools should be considered in detecting the occurrence of EDCs in the environmental samples such as river water and sediment. LoVEx is the best solution to that problem. We have several previous traditional methods as mentioned in the slide, such as liquid-liquid extraction and steam distillation extraction, and this current method LoVEx. We have pointed out some comparison to address out novelties and contributions of our method does in environmental and social aspect. First, this extraction method used less than 200 ml volume of sample and 10 ml of extraction and elution solvents comparing to the other methods. Traditional extraction method use high consumption of approximately 1 liter chemical solvent with different usage of hazardous organic solvent, 3 to 4 in total. LoVEx uses only 2 solvents throughout the experiment, therefore, the novelties and contribution in terms of environmental and social aspect are first, this method has reduced the total volume of sample used and low consumption of hazardous solvent were used in the experiment. This method had only generated less waste compared to the previous method. And lastly, this method only required 5 minutes of extraction, save cost and lot of time in human perspective. For market potential, this method can be marketed to the chemistry department of Malaysia to be used and improvised to detect other endocrine disrupting chemicals in our river water and sediment. Second, this method could also be marketed to Department of Environmental Malaysia to conduct a monitoring occurrence of EDC in Malaysia rivers. And lastly, this method could also be marketed in private laboratory services such as Australian Laboratory Services ALS and ChemScience Sdn Bhd to conduct services on environmental monitoring of EDCs. LoVEx method had produced quality results in these aspects as stated in the slide. For the linearity, both compounds 4OP and 4NP had achieved 0.99 for both matrix sample, water and sediment. The recovery percentage for both compounds have achieved 90% to 150%, with the best results achieved among all previous traditional methods. Lowest detection and quantification were achieved with good intra and inter-reproducibility. We have a video of how simple and effective this extraction demonstrated by me and my friend. Enjoy!
Cartridge by running through some methanol, acetone, and molecule water. Okay, the next step would be pour your river water sample into the cartridge until it finishes. After it finishes, you have to wash the cartridge with molecule water. The final step of this extraction method is the elution process. The elution process will be using methanol and acetone. Then it is finished. The EDC compounds are already trapped here and they are ready to be analyzed soon.
The extracted compound will be analyzed by using high-performance liquid chromatography, or we call it as HPLC. We will know the concentration of it in our river water sample stripe.
This method has been successfully and proudly published in Malaysian Journal of Analytical Sciences, and this method can be used for further experiments. I guess this is all from me. Stay safe and thank you for listening.